Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
Hi everyone.
Who has a question for Jill fresh from her basketball victory? We'll go to Gail.
At least it wasn't an annihilation. Jill, on the eve of the tournament, we talked about you being on the back of the roller coaster, eyes open, hands in the air. How much have you enjoyed the ride so far, and how much are you hoping for it to end on a high?
No, it's been absolutely incredible. I think if you said we'd be sat here, obviously going into the final, when I first spoke to you, would have definitely taken that. So, yeah, it's been a great journey, and I'm actually gutted that on Sunday it's going to be over, because I think we've all been having such a good time. Obviously, the girls have been playing such great football, and, yeah, I think for Sunday it is get on that roller coaster, arms in the air, and just enjoy every minute.
You've been to a final before. England have had big matches before. Why will Sunday be different?
I think just where women's football is now, obviously a home Euros, you've seen the crowds over this tournament, 70-odd thousand at Old Trafford, and then we know that Wembley's going to be a sellout, and even saying them words gives us goosebumps, but it's been absolutely incredible so far. The fans have just been amazing, watching them, some of them staying right till the end. I think they've actually had to be kicked out, like, you've got to go home now, and then they're still staying, trying to see the bus and everything like that, and we need them all again for Sunday, and I'm very positive that they'll be there with us, screaming for us.
And how much does this feel a defining moment for your sport? It feels a little bit like, if not now, then it's never, isn't it?
No, I think it's a very defining moment. I think there's been lots of things along the way that have happened, that have kind of progress the sport. It's hard when you're in it, because you're just logically thinking about the next game, meetings, training sessions. So it's hard because we don't really see all the noise on the outside, but things that we have heard have been very positive. Walking around the hotel, young boys, young girls coming up asking for pictures. It really has been incredible. So, yeah, we're very happy to be there on Sunday. I think the best two teams have made the final, which is great. And, yeah, I think it's going to be a very defining moment for the sport.
Jill, hi, Johan from Swedish TV. What would you say is the biggest difference this time compared to 2009 when you were in the final?
I think just where the game's at, really. As I said, I think we had maybe 15,000 at that final. Now to have like 90,000 is just going to be great. I think 2009 was when central contracts were first introduced, which meant that the team could go full-time. Now, obviously, you've got players that are playing full-time in WSL, training full-time with the clubs, all the work that the FA's put into getting the game to the next level. So it's like night and day, really, but we don't want to forget everybody that came before and wore the shirt, because that's why we're here today. So it's going to be a great moment. Even thinking about it, I think my voice goes a little bit, but we just have to try and remain logical, and it's one more game to go out there and achieve our dreams.
How much of a game changer would it be for women's football here in England if you won on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it will be a game changer. I think it already has been. I think this tournament is already done that. But yeah, we know that extra step on Sunday could really make a big difference. But it's hard, because I'd be lying if I said it doesn't cross your mind, winning it, because you're going to Wembley, and it probably crosses my mind 50 times a day. But suddenly you think, right, we've got training and we've got to focus on the task in hand, and it's going to be such a difficult game. We know that Germany are always such tough opposition, and we will give them the utmost respect. But as I said before, you can't help but dare to dream a little bit.
Hi, Olof from TV4 Sweden. I want to ask about playing Germany. I mean, they've won the Euros many times, and there's always this special, I don't know if relationship is the right word to talk about when it comes to England versus Germany. How do you feel of playing Germany?
Yeah, I think when Germany were playing France in that semi-final, it wasn't a case of wanting one team over the other. I think both teams are fantastic, and whoever makes the final, it's going to be a tough game. I know there'll be a lot of media around England versus Germany and the history and everything like that, but for us, it's just another opposition, another top opposition, another very tough game. I know we played them at the Arnold Clark Cup recently, but I know they also had a lot of players out for that game. So as I said before, we'll pay them the utmost respect, but I think we also have to focus on ourselves as well. The girls have been absolutely incredible. The way that some of our players have been playing has been totally out of this world. And for me, playing alongside some of them players, Kira Walsh, Georgia Stanway, for the past 8 years at Manchester City, I'm just so glad that the whole world's getting to see what I've been able to see for the past 8 years in training. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but very confident in our team as well.
You said it was the two best teams of the tournament. Why will Germany be easier for you than Sweden was?
Now, I think they were more consistent throughout the tournament, Germany, if I'm being honest, same as us. So I think in terms of performances, I think you will get to see the two best teams on Sunday. Thanks.
Hi Jill, Jordan Jarrett Bryan here, Channel 4 News. Someone has to ask it, so I will. Have you and the players had a chance, have you spent more time, particularly practicing penalties ahead of this final? And as a follow-up question, have you allowed yourself any time at all to think about what it will be like Monday morning and what the country will look like if you are a European champion?
I think in terms of penalties, we've had our processes set in place for months now, even before kind of the Arnold Clark Cup and stuff like that. We've just been practicing what we usually do. I said before this tournament, I feel like we're the best prepared team coming into it, and that was us getting ready for every single eventuality. So yeah, we haven't sat down and thought, oh, what if it goes to penalty? It's just a process that we have in place in case it does, I suppose. In terms of what Monday morning has looked like, I haven't really thought that far ahead, just focusing on the game. As I said, we know that we've got one big game to go. So yeah, we'll just have to see what that looks like after Sunday.
And winning the game aside, what's a win for you and this team overall for this England team?
I think we said before that we really wanted to inspire the nation. We wanted to do everyone proud, our families, our friends. We wanted to grow more opportunities for young girls, young boys. We wanted to grow more opportunities for women that want to work in football. We wanted to get the sport the respect that it deserves. And if you ask me, I think we've ticked all them boxes. So I think now we've earned the right for the team to go out there on Sunday, enjoy it. Obviously, we want to win more than anything in the world. You've got a group of players in there. We've had training this morning, and it's more competitive than ever because you've got a group that are so dedicated to winning this game. But I think it's been an incredible journey so far. We've ticked a lot of boxes, and hopefully there's one big tick left to do. Thank you.
Rob Harris from Sky News. Good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
What is the impact Serena has made on this squad? You've seen a few coaches now down the years. How has she helped to transform things and get you into the final again?
No, Serena's been brilliant. I think if you asked any of the players, any of the staff, anyone that's probably worked with her before, she's an incredible woman. I think she's very logical, and I think that's what's very good. She doesn't allow us to overthink. She just keeps everything to the task and keeps us focused with what's happening right in front of us. I don't even think she realises how good she is, actually. But I think in them moments when you're seeing against Spain and it's going to extra time, she's just so calm on the side because she's got her processes and she knows what we need to do to win. Every time we step out onto that pitch, she wants us to win. And obviously you've seen that with our great record under her. So, yeah, I think the players would all say exactly the same thing. And obviously she's the driving force behind the reason that the team's now in the final.
And obviously you were there in 2009. Have you had a chance to address the players? Have they been asking you about that experience, even just how the game has moved on since then?
We haven't had conversations. I think some of them were probably, I wouldn't like to think how old Lesia Russo and that were back then. But yeah, to be fair, a couple of the girls have spoke to us about tournament experience and my first tournament, and it just makes us feel really old, to be honest. But yeah, they want to know, they want to learn about the history of the game, and I keep telling them that getting to finals isn't just the norm. Like, this is a long time coming in that sense. But yeah, they're ready for it. The younger players, the hunger, the determination, when they go on that pitch with no fear, you've seen it firsthand. The performances have been out of this world. So sometimes you don't want to put too much pressure on. Right, we've only been to so many finals before, because I think letting them go out play with freedom has been the best thing for them, and I think that's what you've witnessed.
Hi Jill, Enquiries from Goal. You touched on 2009 a few times now. Germany at that point were top of the world, nobody could get near them. I just wondered if you think back and think about the 13 years since then, what have been the key moments that have got, I guess, England closer to the Germanys?
Yeah, I think when you speak about that 2009, we knew that Germany were ahead of us in a lot of ways in terms of where football was at in their country, and we knew it was a massive task in front of us. Obviously, we did take a beating that day, and I think we knew that it was going to be so difficult to win that game. But since then, you've seen the team reach quarterfinals, semi-final, and the FA is really focused on the women's team. As I say, we got the central contracts in 2009, and then from there they invested a lot of money in the WSL. So I know I keep using the word process, but that's what it's been to get to this level. And as I said before, all the players that have gone before put on this shirt, the learning experiences we've had as players. This is for everybody really on Sunday, absolutely everybody. Them volunteers that just went and helped out with the local girls teams, the ones that are still doing it, the ones that just love the game. I see reporters in here, and I've seen them here for the past 16 years, and they just do it for the love of the game. So I hope everybody knows that on Sunday, if we are to lift that trophy, they've all got their hand on it as well.
Go to Tom at ESPN.
Hi, I'm just wondering, what is it about this group? You've been in great teams before, but what is it about this one perhaps that makes you feel that you will be able to get past the final hurdle?
I think it's the talent. I don't want to compare squads because I've been fortunate enough to play with some incredible players over the years, but I think just talking about this squad solely, I think the players... I see, obviously, as I said before, say Kira Walsh, for example, she is such a talented player, and I think people say to us all the time, you're going into this tournament, you're going to be playing against the best players in the world. I'm like, I play against the best players in the world every single day in training, and I truly believe that. But I think what people don't see is their dedication to this game away from the pitch. So they'll train, obviously do all the work, but their whole lives, every single day, are focused on being better players. And I don't know if everybody actually sees that. And then the mix of experience and youth, I think that's been really good as well. But yeah, we certainly do have a special group. We all get on so well as well. And sometimes I'm sitting there thinking, wow, there's 15 years between you and me, but say like Lauren Hemp or whatever. But the passion and the joy that we share for the game of football, and I think that's what unites us all, and hopefully that's what can unite us all as a country on Sunday as well.
Jill? You said just now that training was more competitive today than almost ever before. I wonder if you could just describe that a bit. Who are the best trainers, and who's been particularly excited about training today? Well, yeah, we have had some competitive sessions. Probably can feel the excitement a little bit more. But yeah, Millie Bright blocked us today, and I think I nearly broke my arm. But I turned around and said to her, look, if you can do that against Germany on Sunday, then I think with this group of players, we have to train how we're going to play, because that's the only way that we're going to get better, we're going to improve. So yeah, I probably have to say I've had a few knocks off Georgia Stanway as well, but the way she's been putting in tackles this tournament has been absolutely exceptional. So I'll take a few stud marks on my ankles for that.
Hi, Joe. Ollie from DW Sports. During your career, English domestic football, women's and men's, has become much more international. How important a factor do you think that has been on this squad in terms of whether it's the influences on players or in terms of the competitiveness of the WSL?
Yeah, I think we have the best league in the world, really. I think when you look at the competitiveness and the players that we have over here now, obviously there's so many players that draw in the fans, but yeah, the players that have come in over the years has been great, different experiences, and then it's the younger players then learning from them players as well. So yeah, there's been a lot of investment in the league. As I said before, the crowds are getting better, the standards getting better. The league seems to always go down to the wire, which is fantastic, whereas in the past it was probably a foregone conclusion going into some games. You knew what the results were going to be and there might be high scoring, but now every single game is competitive. every single game is quite a close game as well. So yeah, it's had a good influence, and we want the best players in the league. The girls want to be playing against the best players every single week so that they can improve. And then maybe in the past, sometimes you've played club football, and then when you've gone to international, it's been such a big jump. But I think now we're definitely bridging that gap to have the highest level every weekend, so that when we go away with England, then we're already at that level.
Hi, Jen O'Neill from She Kicks. Jill, you've always said through your career, don't get too high with the highs, too low with the lows. How have you managed not to get too high so far? And does that go out of the window if you win on Sunday?
Yeah, it's been difficult, this tournament. Obviously, the games, I said the Old Trafford one, I've always been like, don't focus on the occasion, just focus on the task in hand. But I said to the media that this tournament, it's been really difficult not to get emotional. I'm not saying I'm sitting on the side crying, but it's like, it just seeing that many people coming out for the game, walking around at the end, all the posters asking for people's shirts and knowing all the players and everything like that. So yeah, I kind of try and have them high moments when I'm by myself, and then when I get back with the group, just try and stay steady. But I think it's so important that we do that, because we need to have very logical minds on Sunday. And as I said before, of course we want to win really badly, but we need to just concentrate on the task in hand and hopefully get that win. And then yeah, we'll see what the highs are like, hopefully after that.
And when you've come on as a substitute, you've had the biggest cheer. I mean, have you noticed that, and how has that made you feel?
A few of the girls have said that, actually. But no, it's been a really special feeling. I think sometimes you don't take that part in, because that's when you've got to go on and do a job for the team. But even warming up on the side, like hearing the crowds, yeah, there has been a lot of special moments for me and a lot of special moments for the girls. And that's something that for the fans, we can never thank them enough for, because them are going to be memories that are going to be with us for the rest of their lives. So yeah, lots of special moments, and hopefully one more on Sunday.
I know you hate it being about you, but is this the game to go out on for you, or is it giving you the appetite to go on for a little bit longer?
I was waiting for that question to come. I think a few people thought I was making an announcement today. No, I said going into this tournament, I was going to give absolutely everything I could to first and foremost make the squad. I've spoke about how talented the group is, and it was going to be a task in itself to get here, and then just give absolutely everything I can every single day to be a good teammate, and try and push the team. So that's obviously taken a lot of energy in the past 3 months. And then, yeah, I don't know. The answer is I actually don't know. I'm going to see what this week looks like, and then next week there'll probably be some conversations to be had, and then make a decision from there. I've definitely said that I don't plan past the next day, and that's still the truth. So yeah, but as soon as I know, you'll know.
Thanks very much. I'll go to Natalie.
Hi, Jill. It's often said you can learn more about yourself in defeat than victory. I was there in 2009. I interviewed everyone afterwards. I saw the dejection. How much has that emotion from that final played a part in motivating you in your career? Any at all? Or do you take that into perhaps Sunday and never wanting to feel that again?
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot more losses along the way than wins, and you do learn from them moments. I think the team was devastated after that, and then even the semi-final moments that we've had, that America one, 2019, that still hurts so much. I think just being that close, a far decision, and you think what could have been. And I know the girls talk about 2017 as well. Did we have enough to beat Holland? Should it have been our year? But yeah, them moments do really hurt, and they do motivate you, because you don't want to feel like that again. So yeah, that's why I said before, the lessons that we've had, the managers that we've had before, the tournaments we've had before, all them moments add up to this Sunday and what we've learned along the way. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. You do learn a lot in defeat, but then when you get them wins, it makes up for them all.
Jill, you've talked about the quality of the squad in general. Obviously, Serena has kept very much with a settled team, which means a lot of people aren't probably getting the opportunities that they want. How important is it for those people to pull together and not to show their personal disappointment? And how much have they been a part of getting you to this final?
Yeah, the girls have been brilliant. I'm not just saying that. I know, obviously, you probably wouldn't sit here and say people haven't been, but I suppose the group of us that haven't really played many minutes, I think it's been difficult at times when you obviously win a game and then you're travelling back, you haven't had a lot of sleep and you've got to go out and do that training session and the numbers are so low. But Serena's there at the session and every single time she said that the energy has been fantastic. So I do have to say that the girls that haven't really played as much as they would have liked to, they haven't let personal disappointments get in the way. In training, when you're the opposition team, they've been trying to help the player that's playing in the position and saying, look, if this team do that, I'm finding it really difficult when you're making that movement. So it's not about the 11 players that play. It's not about the 14 players that maybe get on the pitch. It's about everybody, the staff, the days when you're probably having a bit of a low day and you bump into the physio and they just make you feel better. It's about absolutely everybody. It's about the whole squad, about all the staff. And we know that obviously the girls that have been playing have been absolutely incredible, but I'm sure that they would sit here and say the same thing.
We've got time for 3 final questions. We'll go to Charlotte at the Athletic
Hi,
first.
Jill. There was a centre at Loughborough, I believe, where you used to train and study at the same time. I just wanted to ask, how influential was that for your progression to be able to do that in conditions where, you know, it wasn't professional at the time?
I think I was meant to be studying, but yeah, I think I trained more than I studied. But yeah, that was a great opportunity. Again, it meant that we were training with our club teams only 2 nights a week then. So it meant that we could have them extra technical sessions, the extra strength sessions, the speed sessions. So yeah, it was a really good opportunity. And obviously that was something that the FA set up. So I think there's quite a lot of the girls that actually went to Loughborough and was on them training sessions and them plans. Mo Marley headed the whole thing up and she made us do some horrible runs, which I'm suddenly having flashbacks to. But all that hard work is probably why we're fit enough now and ready to compete. So yeah, it was a great opportunity. Obviously, you got the opportunity to live away from home as well, which stands you in good stead when you're away for 2 months, 2.5 months as a group. So yeah, all them little things, it's nice memories. But if any kids are watching, stick in and get your studies.
Thanks, Charlotte. We'll go to Tom at the Telegraph.
Thanks, Jill, for your time. Good luck Sunday. You mentioned one of Millie's crunching tackles earlier, and she's been getting quite a lot of sort of deserved praise in this tournament with England getting 4 clean sheets. And I wondered if maybe you'd mind telling us a bit about, with the tournaments you've had together over the years, how much you've seen her evolve as a player and now a leader in this dressing room as a co-captain.
Yeah, Millie's been great. I think I said to her before, actually, I said I don't think anybody's got past her. She's won every single header that's come into the box. She's been absolutely incredible. And you see it when you're training every single day. We did some band work today and she's doing the sprint and I nearly went off behind her because of the amount of power she's generating. But I think, yeah, that time at Chelsea, she's really grew into her own. She's been so consistent for them every single game. And I think that's one of the big things with Millie. I don't know stats and stuff like that, but I think she probably played in every single game this season for Chelsea. And it shows that maybe the days when she's picked up a little bit of an injury or not feeling right, she'll always break through them barriers and put herself onto the pitch. So I feel like now she's getting her rewards for all that hard work that she's put in. But yeah, she's a great player and a great person. I've really enjoyed having a little dance with her on the pitch after the game. But yeah, I think the plaudits are so well deserved. Yeah, probably can't say enough good things.
Thanks, Tom. Final question.
Hello, my name is Ina Kass from ARD TV Germany. I would like to know, what is typically German to you and what are the qualities of the German team?
I think Germany, they're so physical, very well drilled. I think the way that they play now is how they've been playing for years. I know that they like the one-on-one duels. They want to get you into a battle because they feel like they can win that. And then obviously over the years, they've always had goal scorers, some fantastic players over the years in Prince. So yeah, obviously now you've got Pop as well, which I know she's a very experienced player. So yeah, we're going to expect a tough test. We're not saying that it's going to be easy by any means. It's going to be a very difficult game. But I think we've got to take a lot of confidence in how we've been playing and the results that we've picked up along the way. But as I said before, it'll be utmost respect. And then when we cross that white line, who knows?
Thanks very much. Thanks so much, Jill, for your time. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.